Tim, you had some cool MLB stuff you were talking about earlier. That
Yeah, it's
I mean, we got Ellie De La
oh,
Cruz just making baseball fun again.
that guy's fun.
that dude
It's
is
a lot of
cool.
fun.
That dude's got some swag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
First player since 1920 to steal 3 bases in 1 inning,
Hey, man.
and it was all in the same, like, on base. It wasn't like they batted around and he was on base twice.
That's cool. That's like a none now live who remember it situation.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, absolutely.
And he just immediately stole home after stealing third. Like he stole third.
Oh
He
yeah,
just watched the throw back to the pitcher.
You watch him throw back, yeah, and then he's just gone.
Yeah,
dude, it was straight out of Major League.
Yes, it was.
Willie Mays Hayes does that in Major League. He steals all the bases.
I have watched that highlight probably 10 to 15 times,
and then
it's outrageous. It was dude's fun to watch.
And then we had him a few days earlier go up to bat against the Nats, and the Nats called out his bat because he uses this weird, I don't know why it would bother anybody. It's like protrudes out off of the knob of his bat, and they didn't think it was legal. Umps pulled the bat, which then the commentators were talking about how if your bat gets pulled, you're supposed to get kicked out of a game. And then umps go talk to New York. New York says, nah, it's legal. He goes back up to bat, hits a home run, and then points at his knob right in the faces of the Nats dugout.
Love it. Love it.
Dude.
Yeah, see,
baller. It's just the most baller thing you can
It is. It's really cool to see a person have personality in baseball, but it also puts a clock on that player in baseball, right? Like every time they have personality, they boot them out.
Well, Puig.
Yeah, they
Tatis,
do.
But Tatis was
Batista. I mean,
yeah, but Batista was in the league for 45 years. It seemed like.
Yeah, but it was really after that bat flip that everybody was like, "Get this guy the fuck out of here!
Yeah,
hate this guy. He flipped his bat. How dare he be celebrating hitting a home run?"
We did hate Batista. What are you talking about?
I like the bat flip. I hated him because he was an opponent, but like, I had no beef with the dude. He had the coolest bat flip, which is my favorite part of the home run.
Yeah, he was kind of an ass, right?
Yeah, I love anybody that goes out there and pisses on those unwritten rules.
Yeah,
I mean
that's
faked
fine. Out fans. That's funny. Like fans are annoying. Like,
wasn't the Batista the one that got punched in the who? Was
he got punched in the mouth
by Odor.
Odor, yes.
Yeah, dude, that's it was like half his height.
It was great. It was absolutely great. I'm not saying I loved it.
And he deserved to get punched in the mouth.
He did, but he didn't deserve to get hated on for flipping his bat. And that was just him.
No, that part I don't care about. It was all the other stuff. Everything
they hated Yordano Ventura.
The bat flip, I hated the bat flip from him just because he was already a tool.
So. Yeah, like you don't need to. There's plenty of people who've done great bat flips. I don't know if MLB got rid of Batista. He's just kind of like
he was old when he started bat flipping.
It's just kind of
Yasiel. I mean, he's a different story too. But I'm gonna say is he? I thought he was down in I don't know. Because last I heard, which wouldn't be a shock. He's injured all the time.
Some guys just can't keep. We'll see how.
We'll see. This kid's young. He's 26, 24 or 26. I can't remember.
Hopefully, he can keep it going because it's fun.
Right?
Yeah. And he's keeping the Reds alive, and making that team fun to watch.
Yeah.
We also had the perfect game whenever that was.
Yeah, Sam
from the Yankees.
Hey man, we had our 24th perfect game ever. Right?
That guy was struggling the last couple starts too.
Who's Domenico Yermain?
Yeah.
Right? Am I getting did I get his first? I don't have it in front of me. And it happened like a week and a half ago. But Yermain, right? Spelled German, but it's pronounced Yermain.
That's hype.
Yeah, man, 24th one ever. There was a couple good plays in it, but overall,
yeah, there was really only from watching the highlights, there was one good defensive play. Normally, there's more than that in a perfect game.
Yeah, usually in a perfect game, you got one or two really great.
And it wasn't even that good. It was just a a diving stop at first by Rizzo.
The dude was just on it, man.
When was the last perfect game prior to this?
2000
2004,
No, sorry,
right?
yeah, it was like 2012.
Okay.
I think it'd been 11 years
Okay.
since perfect game. And they just don't happen.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I mean it's incredibly
So-
hard, especially nowadays because they tend to not give starting pitchers
Yeah,
as long of a
man,
leash.
I hate,
I feel.
man, something I hate, a trend in baseball I hate is pulling dudes who are throwing no hitters, you know?
Oh yeah,
What
it's
the fuck, like
absolutely let them give
The
him a hit.
Royals threw a combined no hitter earlier this year, and you're just like, the fuck are you pulling the guy out who's throwing a no hitter? What are we doing? Pulling a guy who's throwing a perfect game, I'd be like, what? You cannot. Like,
Yeah. No,
that,
yeah. I totally agree.
you know. So I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that yet, but
Well, if it backfires on you, it's like, who cares? You were trying to get a perfect game.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's-
So you gave up a hit, like who
Yeah.
gives a shit, you
let
know
the
what I
guy
mean?
get a piece of history if it's possible.
Please.
Today we also had MLB draft.
Oh,
Yeah, we did,
The
yeah.
only thing I saw was that the Royals took a catcher.
probably a smart
Um,
investment.
Saw it was in Milwaukee, so that's cool. Go for the Brewers. I'll be there in a couple weeks
Shohei's gonna
watching a game.
become maybe the highest paid athlete in the world soon, I would imagine.
Baseball got that much money now?
Some people are saying whoever pays him is gonna have to pay him that much.
I had
money.
seen Kevin Durant shared a thing about Shohei that he makes about $40 million away from the baseball field
Yeah,
annually.
He makes a lot of money.
Damn.
Yeah, like Shohei's
He's
bringing in
he's that
those
type of
endorsements.
athlete, though.
Yeah, and it's worldwide. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
he's
Oh,
getting all
yeah.
that Japanese money too.
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely. So he's really raking it in. And this
and
dude's
honestly,
as
he's the
good
best
as they
player in
come.
baseball. So
Oh
He's,
fuck yeah,
he's the best player we've seen since Babe Ruth. Like,
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not-
This
not
dude's
only is he leading and hitting right now, he's the best pitcher in the league right now.
That
Yeah.
dude's got to be a mega star in Japan.
oh yeah, yeah. That dude's
They love their
Like,
fucking
can't go
baseball
anywhere.
players too. They love. I mean, like
It is
you look at
insane,
Trevor
man.
Bauer over there right now. He's absolutely adored by the Japanese,
Well, okay.
which is weird, but
Well, nothing. Okay. Anyways, different conversation.
no.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, Shohei needs to be even more adored than he is over here.
yeah.
Like,
I agree.
baseball needs to be like, you know, look at this guy.
Somebody's gonna. Some people are saying 800 million.
For how many years?
Yeah, I
How
mean,
many
because
years
we've
are we
seen
talking
baseball
about?
players sign, like
10-year contracts.
yeah. I mean, are we going to see like a 15-year? Because we've seen a 12 years with
Well, yeah.
Harper and Trout both signed 12-year deals.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not.
I want to say. I know Trout did. I don't know about Harper for certain.
Yeah, and if I was Shohei, I don't know. Do you sign for that long?
Not with the
Mhm.
fucking Angels.
Well, not
No,
Uh,
no, the Angels aren't gonna.
You got to think he wants to win at some point.
Yeah,
you'd hope. I mean, baseball's a hard one to like really do that with. I feel.
And it's weird because the Angels, you know, they've always had talent. They just
Mhm.
haven't been able to do
Well,
shit
like,
with it.
whoever's representing him has got to be screaming at him like, you can make so much more money if you just go slightly more east. Like anywhere slight, like
Get him in a different time
He's-
zone,
yeah.
bro. Like get him in fucking.
gotta
Get him
out
in
of-
that Eastern time zone.
I'm seeing a lot of people saying that that Seattle would be a really good fit for him if he were to stay on the West Coast,
That would make a sick roster.
because there's a lot of Japanese in Seattle, and that's something he's looking for, I guess. And
Right.
his favorite base MLB player of all time was Ichiro, and Ichiro played in
so
Seattle.
That
So
makes yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. That dude's.
and Seattle's not a terrible team. Like they've gotten a
They
lot
got
better
some
the last
talent
couple
with
of
what
years.
Rodriguez.
Doing
Mhm.
okay. They're doing, yeah.
They've gotten a lot better over like the last 5 years, really.
Yeah, they've been kind of relevant, which
I mean, you
But
could
then-
always go to New York if you're looking for Japanese culture.
This is the first player I've ever been like,
Hate
please
to
get
see
this guy to
him
the
go there.
Yankees.
Yeah.
For the love of
Yeah.
God, get this guy on the Yankees.
I want to actually see him play, damn it.
Uh, Seattle doesn't solve my problem of not being able to watch the guy.
He could be. I mean, he could also go to the Red Sox or
Texas Rangers, I'd put him in the Central.
No.
you know, that'd be fine.
I don't think he wants to go to Texas.
Go to the Cardinals, Cubs.
No. Maybe Cubs.
Sign with the Royals. That's good. Just offer him a shit ton of money.
Yeah, then how will we be able to afford a new stadium?
Making money off
That's a sore
Shohei.
subject. Let's not talk about that.
Actually, you know what? If you do pay Shohei, then yeah, people will actually show up to watch him. So you might be able to make that money back.
I will say,
Stadium.
Shohei, if your best two offers come from the Kansas City Royals and the Los Angeles Angels, sign with the Angels. Stay there. There's more of a
I'm
commitment to
sorry.
winning that.
I'm sorry. Which team has won a playoff game sooner? Like, you know,
I'm aware
There's-
the Royals have been technically,
right?
but
Yeah, yeah.
they've also been
What happened the last time the Angels made the playoffs? Hmm?
the
Does
Royals.
anybody
swept them.
remember?
Royals
Does
swept
anybody
them.
remember? Oh,
Royals
the
swept
Royals swept them back in 2014. That's right. So, you know, let's not act like the Angels are just. I mean, they are better than the Royals. Technically, right now, their record is much better than us. But let's not act like franchise-wise.
At least he gets to
so
play with
much
Mike
better.
Trout there. I mean, yes, he would get to play with Salvador Perez with Kansas
And he's
City.
in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy lives.
I
in,
mean,
well,
he's in
Anaheim, but
Anaheim.
still, he lives
Still.
close enough. If he wants to go there,
He's
he
right
ain't far.
by. He's right by
Yeah.
Disney World, so or
Uh,
Disneyland.
So, okay, I get it. Living situation. If you're gonna stick with a shitty team, I guess the one that
Yeah.
gives you a really nice living
Yeah,
situation.
that makes it a lot more clear.
Right.
I also saw Padres were a good fit as well.
Well, because the Padres love to spend money.
Oh, they
The
do.
Padres,
Their
probably-
owner is
But could you
notoriously
imagine
bad.
that?
at sp-
that team has probably spent the most money
Hey.
I've seen in my life
I know, but-
watching sports, and they've got nothing to show for it.
They
Yeah,
actually, the
that's-
Padres actually have the number one pitcher in the league right now.
And they got fucking two amazing hitters.
Mhm.
They
And
have
they've
they've
got-
spent tons of money. They tried it on Hosmer.
and they've got a sub 500 record. So
Of course, because they do nothing with talent. Nothing.
but he's not wrong.
But
They do-
We'll see
it-
where he ends up.
They do less with talent than the Angels, I feel. And the
Yeah.
Angels have wasted a lot of good talent.
Recently for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But baseball is just like that. Like, baseball is that league where you don't really judge a guy's career off of his rings, right? Nobody cares.
You look at his
right?
stats. That's what they
It's-
really do.
You look at the guy's stats, if he's a hitter, what was his batting average? What were his home runs? If he's a pitcher, what are his strikeouts? What's his ERA? His
Yep.
win-loss record, right? Nobody cares about the rings that much. I mean, maybe for some pitchers, I don't.
Yeah.
But you can have, all-time greats like Ken Griffey Jr., who's like growing up the greatest baseball player when we were,
Yep.
but yeah, and him not win, anything really in the postseason.
Yep.
So, and we've seen it with Mike Trout the past 15 years. So,
It's infuriating.
yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you still get to see, if you're on the Yankees usually have a lot of talent and they'll show it off in the postseason.
Yep.
Same with the Sox. So I guess they're
Yep.
good for something. Yeah, no, we can move on. All right. That was a lot
Yeah.
of baseball.
That was a
We can
lot
get-
of baseball.
Yeah, that was more baseball than we've ever talked. I think.